Hey guys, it's the 1st of July in the middle of the 7th week at the Kenya School of Law. I just decided to pop on here to tell you something that came into my mind yesterday. So, I have been having a very hard time reading. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like reading at all. I thought it was a burnout. Maybe it was, I don't really know. But I didn't feel like reading for like a whole week. But I've been trying. But not the way I want to go at it. So, yesterday I think I was listening to Tabitha Brown or something, and she said something. Prayers do not excuse the hard work. While God is listening to the prayers of 9Ps, it does not mean that He will grant that without the hard work that has to follow it. So it just struck my mind. I was like, oh my God, what have I been doing? I have been praying so hard for these 9Ps, and here I am saying that I do not feel like reading. You know, when I don't feel like eating, I still manage to go to the kitchen and eat, even if it's just a bite, so that I stay alive. So why is it so different when it comes to reading? So when I internalized and analyzed that sentence, I realized that I am just being lazy. Of course, when you're tired, you have to rest, but you cannot rest for a whole week and not read, because the syllabus over here is tricky. It's a lot. So when you skip a whole week of reading, you're skipping like a whole month of reading in campus. So it's a lot. You cannot just skip a whole week. Okay, maybe some people can, but I cannot. And that just inspired me to continue. If you've noticed, there was no vlog on Wednesday because I was burnt out. I didn't even want to record. But then when God gives you an opportunity to do something, you just have to do it with your whole heart. You can't just start something and leave it in the middle, or just be lazy in the middle of it and not execute the way you had planned, because I had planned this whole thing. So I can just come in the middle of week 7 and say, I am packing ship and leaving. No. So I am sorry that I did not post on Wednesday, and I promise that it will happen less. I don't want to say it will not happen again, but it will happen less and less. But yeah, so how are you doing? And guys, please tell me how you deal with a typical burnout, or just not willing to read. I think part of the reason that I did not want to read is the previous class was doing the exam last week, and the question papers were being sent to the group, and people were just discussing it, saying if it's hard or it's not. And you know, that kind of talk just gets to you. People are like, oh my God, CLE fucked us up. Oh, CLE is going to be mean. You know, those kind of negative talk. And I had really pumped myself with the energy that CLE is not going to fail me. So I was like, oh my God, are they going to fail me? Is this going to be so hard? Yeah. Anyway, so in those moments of doubts, I always lean on my mother, who is my spiritual warrior, to get me back to the place that I was. And she did. She told me, if you having faith in God and you're doing what needs to be done, God is not going to fail you. And what needs to be done at the moment that it has to be done. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so I cannot procrastinate reading anymore, because I do not have the time to do this later. At least that's for me, not for everyone. Not because people are different and they read differently. Yeah, so that is my little rant. Guys, are you all following the BBI thing? Are you really watching and listening, or are we just waiting for the judgment to be made so that you can read all of it? Because I am part of those people who are waiting for the judgment to be made, because it's just a lot. And you know, most lawyers feel like, and not even lawyers or those students, I just feel like most people prefer to watch and internalize and then listen to the judgment. But then I'm not that type of law student. Let me just be honest, I'm not that type of law student. I am the type that will wait to read the judgment instead of just watching. And I feel like it's wasting time. And I know it's educative. I don't know why I don't have interest at all. So it just makes me feel a bit different, not weird, different. Because so many people are hyped about it. They're watching, they're talking about it, and here I am like, okay, let us wait. You know, I don't know. Does anyone else feel like this? Like less of a law student because they're not concerned with the news or not concerned with these things that are going on? Maybe it's just me, you know. Anyway, I will see you guys some other time.